Hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I had kind of planned, not really planned, but this was about to be not a stream. But it turned out to be a stream. Because I was starting to kind of feel up to it enough. And I wanted to do a bit more of a thorough test, because I've been doing so much testing and settings changing and all sorts of stuff. My bad, Mystery. I'm still not feeling all that stellar. But one thing I really wanted to do was try and see if I could, if all the different settings and things that I've changed actually are helping out with this. So we'll see if that actually helps out. I'm hoping it does somewhat at least. But we'll see. But, oh, what is happening? Where am I? I'm thinking and hoping that there's just like some really bad weather and bad air quality stuff going on. Well, the stuttering isn't fixed. So there's some bad like weather and air quality and environmental things happening around me lately. So I'm kind of hoping that that's all that's like hitting me. Hopefully. But it doesn't appear that the stuttering issues are fixed. You made honeycomb today. That sounds delicious. Yeah. I'm curious though. You made honeycomb. Don't bees normally make honeycomb? Isn't that normally how that works? So how did you make it? What was your contribution to this process? Mostly because I don't understand how it's made necessarily. You can make it yourself. Oh. That sounds fun. And delicious. I didn't even see that over there before. Okay. That's one of those things that I think would be very, very fun and beneficial for myself because I like honey a bunch. To get into beekeeping or something like that someday. Because if you do it right, there's a whole lot of benefits. And it can be very helpful and... What am I doing? Oh, I see now. Use castor sugar, bicarbonate of soda, and golden syrup or honey. Sounds fun. Oh. Hmm. There's a whole lot of fun, like, recipes like that to kind of recreate. Oh. So I still can't damage. Okay, so that's just a... I see. I thought I'd be able to fight it. What was another one? I just made something not all that long ago that was a similar kind of premise of, this actually seems worse. That's wild. Oh, you can make, like, your own homemade sauce for, like, Big Mac sauce from McDonald's. Or, I don't know how international, like, Chick-fil-A is. But there's a bunch of different sauces that have, like, a version of the recipe out there and available. You can make Krispy Kreme donuts. There's so many fun and cool options. Alternatives, so you don't have to go out of your way, especially when if you can even get a version of it in the store, it's normally incredibly overpriced. Especially for how much you get. And you can just end up making a decent amount yourself. You look cool. I saw it stutter for a second, so I thought we might have passed it, but I guess not. Eviscerated. Smash. Kaboom. What else we got here? Oh, I see. Okay. I haven't been making too much myself lately. I need to... It's just kind of been a chicken nugget or quick sandwich or something like that lately for me. Need to get back into making some more fun and interesting meals for myself. What I'd really like to get back to doing more of is making sushi. I used to make homemade sushi, not regularly, but with a decent amount of frequency. And it was just cheap, like, California roll, so nothing fancy with the sushi, but sushi is probably my favorite meal. Some angry pustule. What's this do? Oh. Into this. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. I see what's happening, yeah. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness and it's strange. What else we got? You. And you. And you. And you. And you. Nice. Nice. Boo. I've been making tea more often. That's not really like making something, but it's definitely something that I've been getting back into. I used to drink tea all the time, and I really like tea. And I'm happy that I'm getting back into it and finding some... I haven't really found a good, full caffeine replacement kind of situation. But I am getting to a point where I can sometimes use tea instead of like an energy drink or something, which I think is very good. Thought I was gonna have to punch it across there, but that doesn't seem to be it. I thought it was going to want me to put it on here. But it doesn't want me to put it on here. Instead, I guess we'll just climb up. Oh, hey, Kate, you're back. Cool. You just... Weird but catchy music video. About fish? Is it similar to how that last one was about horse? Ow. Uh-huh, so I was right. I do need to put it over there. It's not going to cooperate. No? Alright, let's see what we got then. I'll give it a shot. It's there now? Alright. Let me figure out this puzzle. Oh my gosh, it's getting a lot worse. And then we'll... Oh, I can do it. Oh. It just... Whatever. Whatever. My glove was grayed out, but I still could use the glove for some reason. Found this song last year. It's been a favorite of mine ever since. Alright, alright. I do like hearing about favorite songs and favorite things. Favorites are good. Alright. We'll pop over there and do that. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. It's auto-translating it from Dutch. They're speaking English. Well, they're singing English, but like, I can't understand it for some reason. This also reminds me of a number, like the style of this reminds me of there's like a particular director that does a lot of similar kind of style stuff. And I can't remember. There's one like with a submarine. Life Aquatic? That sounds kind of right. But also not. Maybe I'm just thinking of that because of the water theme stuff. I'm just trying to place what this makes me think of. That shot is this shot right here. This one just makes me chuckle every time. It's just an awkward angle and everything. Like other artists use this style. I'm pretty sure this is reminding me of a movie. Either a particular movie or like a director's certain style. But I can't fully place it right now. Which my brain is... No, not Blue's Clues. I can see Blue's Clues. It's not what I'm thinking of, though. Especially with these animal styles. The animals, actually, the first thing that popped in my head was Cuphead. And the backgrounds and the environment and everything. Yeah. The song is also pretty catchy and fun. Oh. But now I'm just trying to think of what that is. One of my roommates when I was in undergraduate, during my undergraduate studies, I'm pretty sure it was one of his, like, the style of movie that he really liked. Jeez. I am tanking a lot of hits. Even with Stone Skin active. Level 2 Stone Skin, too. Like, what movie or is it a show? It's a movie, and I think what I'm thinking of, it's something like Life Aquatic might be part of the name or something. Oh. Shouldn't have deactivated that stone skin, it would seem. Life Aquatic. That sounds like it. I could be misremembering the movie too, because it has been a minute since I've been in undergrad. Sounds like you recognize the movie, or maybe looked it up at least. Just looked it up? Okay. That sounds right? To what I recall? Oh, it is a Wes Anderson? Okay. I thought it might be. It also might not be. I might be misremembering it as a completely different style than what I'm thinking of. Because there were a few Wes Anderson style-ish movies that friend of mine was particularly into. On Discord, did I post a poster? Posted the poster. Alright. Do you mind? I was charging up my attack. Fun screenshot. Oh, it's this guy. I remember this enemy type. Oh. Alright, let's see. Let's see. That is what I was thinking of. In a sense. Like, that's the movie I was trying to remember, but I don't think that quite has the style. Maybe it does. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. But I think it was something kind of close to that music video. was gonna say, some of these egg sacs have souls in them. That's where it wanted me to go. So the 2D animation? I think so. Search 150 caskets. Treasure hunter. But like I said, it has been many, many moons since I've seen that movie. I think it did. Like, I think... Like, that poster is a good example of the submarine itself being in kind of a 2D animation style, and a bunch of the underwater stuff being somewhat similar. I think. But it's... I haven't really, like, even thought of that movie in a very long time. Let alone remembered much of the content of it. Absorb the souls. And the life essences. There was one right next to me. The only film that I can think of with underwater 2D animation back then was Help, I'm a Fish. What? I've never heard of a... There's one literally right in front of you. Why? That is a title right there. So much smashing. Smashing, destroying, exploding. Everything. It's all dying. Posted that one as well. All right. Let's check this room out and then... Oh. What? I can't use those. I guess just down? Okay. Oh, are we outside again? We're outside again. Hi, outside. Oh, jeez. I hate creaking bridges like that. They're the worst. The worst. Help, I'm a fish. What is help, I'm a fish? I assume these 3 children are turned into fish. Got that from the title, using my deductive reasoning. Computer's taking forever on YouTube again. I just want to YouTube game. You suck. targeting in this game is certainly some early era targeting. Okay, you just launch this enemy clear across the room, and you reselected the targeting because you wanted to hit something that was closer to you? Sounds good. Let's focus on a completely different area of unaggroed enemies. What you got for me? Abyssal Chain. Fires a grappling chain that attaches to enemies and movable objects. Use right trigger to grapple targeted enemies and objects. Just take their skin off. Oh. Help on the Fish reminded me more of Brave Little Toaster. If you recognize that one. That was one that I enjoyed a whole bunch back in the day. Yeah, we don't seem to be using the horn all that much, unfortunately. There were a couple Brave Little Toaster movies. If I remember right. Bye. Walk and swing from blue chain points. Walk and pull himself toward red chain points. Okay. Red chain points like this one, perhaps? There was one up here. I could have sworn. I guess not. The wings were too much. They were too powerful. Come on. I guess we can just walk around, but that's not nearly as fun. Oh. Let's try this out. Not that one. Oh my gosh. There we go. Bahuda's key. And life. I want to get back now. Just that easy, huh? I suppose. Or some other classic movies back in the day. Some other giddens. There was Fievel. There was, oh, what was it? Something like The Greatest Journey or something like that. The something journey. Incredible Journey? I'm hit and dodge. Need to remember to block. And the parry is also incredibly important. I just expect on, especially some of these larger, more important enemies, that blocking isn't going to do anything, that they're just going to break my parry. The Great Journey, 2004? No. This was, I'm pretty sure this was before 2004. It was two dogs and a cat that were, they thought they were left behind by their owners and forgotten, so they were trying to make their way home. What was it? (1963), The Great Journey? 1993 had a remake? That sounds right. Was it called The Great Journey? Homeward Bound? Homeward Bound. That's what it was. Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Yeah, that's the one. Specifically for me, the 1993 remake. And that one had a few spin-offs and sequels and stuff too. That one was one that to say I enjoyed watching it is a little strange because it always made you sad. It made me sad at least. Can you... War? Do you mind? Okay. Remember watching the Tron movies? The original Tron? I still haven't seen the original Tron. I need to check that one out. I saw the I saw the Disney reboot thing that they did. But the original Tron, the OG Tron, is great. Awesome. That's good to hear. I've always wanted to check it out. I really like the styling of, I think it's Tron Legacy. I think that's what the Disney thing is. Yeah. I thought that was fun. I really like the style of it. I like how it kind of reintroduced the concepts for a new generation and everything. I thought it was pretty good. I understand it might not be for everyone, especially OG fans. I heard some people had some issues with it, but that also is probably just old man yells at cloud level. At least hopefully, I guess. There's a new Tron coming in October. I'm seeing with my dad. Oh, nice. That'll be fun. I have seen trailers for that one. I'm not entirely sold on it personally yet. I don't have as much attachment to Tron, so that might be part of it. And then also, what's the dude's name? Leto? Jared Leto? I don't tend to like his work as much. Horde Seeker. But I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good, and I hope, at the very least, that you and your dad enjoy it, going to check it out. That should be fun. Okay. Where am I? I'm here. There's some over there still. Nine Inch Nails are doing the soundtrack? Oh, that reminds me of Daft Punk showing up in I just said the name of it. Legacy? That was fun. Yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. And, is it Michael Sheen? I think I'm the right dude. Oh, what was the name of his character? I should not be, like, trying to remember things like this right now when my brain is clearly not braining very well. When Daft Punk showed up in that like club scene, that was just so fun. I hope they are able to incorporate similar style stuff with Nine Inch Nails. That would be really cool. They really got I feel like they really got the styling and theming down in Legacy. I thought they did a really, really cool job of, and Daft Punk was perfect for that aspect too. It just really set the tone and the mood with everything that was going on, and like the art styling, like the set design, all the different things. Where to how get over there? Oh. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Mayhaps. Did you ever see The Way? I don't think so. Came out in 2010. That doesn't sound familiar. That was around the period, though, where I was... There were some... Oh my gosh, what is happening, War? There was a time where I was just watching a whole bunch of stuff. And not really... like, absorbing a bunch of it, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it was a thing that it did. Okay, I'm down here again. But there was... It's about a man who scattered his son's ashes along the Camino de Santiago pilgrimaje route. That does not sound as familiar. But it sounds interesting. Tell me more. Enlighten me further. Where? That's literally it. Nice. Sounds interesting. I'm interested. Got my attention. Martin Sheen is in it? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, came back. What the? Why? You don't need to come back. You don't need to be here. Of course, I don't really need to be here either. Probably. Alright. So there's gotta be a way... somewhere... because I am right underneath it on the map. Okay, so if I go up then, I should be on the same level as it, right? This should be, but now I'm above it. So somewhere in between... where I'm trying to go. Oh. Is that something over there? Another movie in time? I have not seen that one. I have a few friends that were telling me about it. They did not appreciate it very much. but that is one that I can confidently say that I have heard about more. Where are these chests? You really liked it? I might have to give it a shot. Because I don't tend to fully agree with that group's movie tastes as much. So it might end up being more up my alley than it was for them. I don't remember exactly what it was that they weren't as thrilled about with it. I think it actually was more of the premise that they didn't like. But they also tend to be weirdly snooty about some of their takes. That again, I don't tend to follow as frequently. So maybe I just need to give it a shot for myself and see what all the hullabaloo is about. Where? Oh, it's probably from that other side, huh? Okay. I will operate under that premise currently. This discussion is also, there's, it's originally a German film. And it's about, like, a grandpa with Alzheimer's and his granddaughter that wants to take him on just, like, one last trip. And, like, the title is based off of some German expression. Has there been any movies you got emotional over? The one that I am describing right now was one that got me pretty emotional, actually. Let me see what that one is. Because that's one... German... with... Head full of honey, yes! Yes, that was it. My grandpa dealt with Alzheimer's. He is unfortunately no longer around. He passed a number of years back now, but there were some similarities and some things that I like recognized and saw parallels. And then just thinking about how it would have been very nice to be able to go on a trip like this with my grandpa and share some stories and experiences with him and just remember some things. And then also the dad's relationship with his father, the grandpa, and how that kind of evolved over time and kind of shaped his relationship with his daughter too. That was one that I very much liked and definitely hit me in the feels because of my personal relationship with similar kind of life experiences, I guess. You had The Way. Martin Sheen is not who I was thinking of. Who was I thinking of? Tron Legacy. Michael Sheen. Are they related? No. I was going to say, Michael Sheen is British. And Martin Sheen is not. I was pretty close with the name, though. That's not too bad. What are some other movies That's funny. There's some other kind of movies like that. The Notebook didn't really hit me. This is just the people also searched for movie list on Google, so. Let's see, just emotional movies. Let's see what we got here. I don't tend to watch movies like this as much. So that also doesn't, I guess I could share what I'm looking at so I'm not just staring at the at the map. Is this also just Googling emotional movies and see what came up? Moulin Rouge? I can kind of see it. The Notebook, like I said, didn't really hit as much for me. Same with The Pursuit of Happiness. Like, I got the message and I thought they were good movies generally, but it just didn't make me feel as emotional. I haven't seen a lot of these. I know a bunch of these. Like, I know A Walk to Remember. I know Brokeback Mountain. I know that I've seen The Green Mile. I don't really remember that one being as emotional for me. Interstellar, I didn't watch it as like an emotional piece. That was just more of a sci-fi thing for me. Oh, Warrior. Warrior was pretty good. Silent Voice. That one was good. Yes, I Love You. I think I remember that one, but I don't know that I would put it into emotional. Getting a lot of duplicates in these lists too, which is understandable. Eighth grade, pretty good representation of eighth grade. I saw that one somewhere here. Is that the one that Bo Burnham did? Or was it? I don't think it was romantic. It was The Fist, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I remember seeing some interviews that he did with this one. I hadn't checked it out yet, though. Pretty good representation of social anxiety. Nice. Yeah, the director, Bo Burnham. Yeah. Those are some really good scores. Is it rated R? Language and some sexual material. Nice. I'll have to check that one out. It happens to me a lot that's kind of the takeaway that I get from these movies too. Like it hits, I feel it, but it doesn't like. I guess I'm also thinking of getting emotional as like at the very least tearing up, and that doesn't happen to me as often because I kind of separate myself a bit from what I'm watching. So that with movies more, I think specifically, When Marnie was another. Well, When Marnie Was There is a movie that got me emotional. When Marnie Was There. Said that I searched this before. We might have talked about it before. In the country for health reasons. Yeah, I think it probably was you that mentioned this before that had me looking it up. Haley Steinfeld. Oh, it's a 2015. Okay. I don't know why my brain immediately said this was an older film for some reason. Tale of Princess Kaguya. When Marnie Was There, Misunderstood. Lonely, Sad, and Left Out. Is this it's in our Ghibli. Is this a Ghibli film? The book of it is pretty old? Gotcha. Where am I? Not seeing anything about it being a Ghibli. It is. Oh, okay. Flashbang. Sorry. Okay. Nice. I might have to check this one out. I need to get a refresh on water. And it's about that time for a break. So I think I'm gonna do that real quick. But if you got, I'm gonna be thinking about other movies that hit kind of good like that. And if you got any other, feel free to list them out, because this is a nice discussion. It's like it's kind of like what's your favorite movie, but not exactly the same. And it's a nice little deviation from usual movie topic discussions, I think, at least for me. So, any movie recommendations along this vein will be greatly appreciated. But I'm going to get up, stretch, use the bathroom, get some more water, etc. And I recommend you do the same if you can or want to, and we will be back in just a moment. See you soon. Hello. I'm back. I'm here to play some games and talk about movies. 'Cause that's fun to me. Dragon Hunters? Don't think I know Dragon Hunters. How to Train Your Dragon, though, that is one that actually got me emotional. That's a very good movie. It's a really good franchise, honestly. Animated film from 2008. Dragon Hunters. I have never heard of or seen this. This is a show. Dragon Hunters movie? Still haven't seen or heard of this before in my life. Every 20 years, a monstrous dragon descends, plunging Lord Arnold's kingdom into terror and destruction. To combat this menace, his niece, Zoe, hires 2 dragon hunters. Same guy who did Sonic Underground. Oh. There's a review, a Reddit review. So, what the hell is Dragon Hunters 2008? Okay. That looks interesting. I'll definitely want to check that one out. This is going to be a weird poll, for sure. But one... Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, that... Okay. Yep. It's exactly what I thought it was. I just had to go to this other side and get those 3 chests right there. Got it. We got it. We got there. So, a scene... So this is a particular scene from a movie that got me emotional. And it's from I Am Legend with Will Smith, which I admittedly don't think is all that great of a movie. Like, it's nothing mind-blowing, or you know exactly what I'm about to say, Mystery. The scene with the dog destroyed me. That was such a rough, sad scene. Can't see in this. That one was that was just so rough. Hated it. It's like I said, I don't think it's a very good movie, but it is. It has like one of those I don't mind it as much movies. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's like abysmally awful. I'll check it out here and there. Lord of the Rings, the last couple scenes got me. Oh, those are definitely heavy hitters. For sure. Yep. Yeah, I saw you there. Don't think you're sneaky or nothing. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that hurt. Are you just not gonna... Okay. Artificial intelligence? I don't recognize... I feel like that's one that I might recognize. just erased. Artificial intelligence. That reminded me of Ex Machina. I know it's not the same. But that was one that, like, that one was a thinker. When the kid from Sixth Sense, yeah. That's Haley Joel Osment, right? Hitting the jump button game. Ouch. He is an artificial intelligence. Oh. Game. Please. Please. I didn't want it anyway. There was another one that I had thought of, and now I'm trying to remember it, and I'm not going to be able to. It's going to frustrate me endlessly. Ugh. What was... I was just thinking of it.
Over here.
No way. Like there's a path up there.
Better come when I call.
You better shut up when I don't want to hear you. I am trying to rack my brain to bring back that movie that I had thought of previously. Okay, bye. I guess. Gosh dang it. It's just fully gone. Let's do this thing. I was gonna say, there's gotta be more than that. Child actors, since we're talking about one? No, it was while I was on break, while I was taking a break, I was trying to think of some of the movies that I have or have gone through. Which is not going to be helpful to try and determine what the movie was, I know. I don't think it was animated. Okay, hi guys. What? What happened to grabbing onto him to try and do the finisher? Wasn't one that is like a really common... Maybe it is. Gosh dang it. Hate it when my brain just stops like that. Just fully shuts off. What is a movie gotten me emotional? It probably had something to do with animals. Sci-fi romance western comedy. I don't know. My brain has completely lost it. And it's gonna be one of those two where it's just like randomly it decides to remember at some point. Where is this chest? War's glory. When used, it unlocks the mastery of weapons, dramatically increasing War's combat prowess. It was not Marley and Me. Marley and Me, I don't think I've actually seen Marley and Me all the way through. Chaos gained via the Chaos Eater Sword. Chaos gained by other melee weapons. Out of weapon experience gained. Increases the duration of chaos form. Drastically increases weapon damage. Don't mind if I do. That could be entirely false. Also, it's my brain just blacked it out entirely, and it is frustrating me. I want to make sure I'm getting all the chests around here too, because that is also like my brain is now being split much more, trying to cheap viewers, cheap ones, imposing schedule. How imposing of you. You want to know it's really, really frustrating, Mystery? Is that I prepared for this. I had already looked it up and had it ready so that I would, because I knew my brain, I knew that this would happen. I didn't know that this would happen, but, you know, prepared for it. I was not expecting a movie starring Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf to grab me as much as it did like this. And it had such a strong plot line. And it's just like bootlegging moonshining brothers kind of deal. And I think for me, what hit the most in this one was the brothers aspect of it. Just like the older, younger brother relation dynamic and like trying to build that, trying to, like the younger brother trying to prove his worth, older brother trying to protect him, and like neither of them really doing it right, but trying their best none the same. Or you really frustrate me. I dodged. I hit the dodge button. You said pitiful, huh? Aren't you and your brother getting wrecked right now? Because that's what I'm seeing. Okay, this is Should have saved that wrath mode for a bit. Okay. Shomu's boss war? How about the guy that's gonna be messing you up soon? This way. Oh. Missile armor piece. As much as the film had flaws, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was emotional to me. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a really good one. I agree. So I think the Amazing Spider-Man series, the Andrew Garfield one, I don't know what it necessarily is or why, but that one did struggle pretty hard, just in general. But I still think they had their strong moments in it, in the series in general. I think it's just a continue at this point, and then I'll come back and get that one later that's near the entrance. But especially the Gwen Stacy, that whole situation. Not to mention, I highly doubt that they were planning for this, but the payoff that it went through, that it culminated in the Tom Holland series, the third one of the Tom Holland one. Just very well done. Like it paid off really hard because of that. Extra hard. It paid off very well. Third one of that sub-series? Yeah. Yeah. I've been seeing some people being a bit more nostalgic for it lately. Which is a very interesting thing because of like how poorly it was received. It makes me think of Hayden Christensen for the Star Wars film movies.
Over here. Slither's lair must lie beyond that sticky barrier. Let's finish this.
How a lot of people really didn't like Hayden Christensen or his performance in the original trilogy. Or the prequel trilogy, I should say, for Star Wars. Shut up. But now he's getting his own kind of, like, fan base coming through and being like, no, we loved you. You were so good. Yeah, like I think the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man one, the duology. That's not the correct term for that, but you know what I mean. I think it's a very similar thing of just a certain vocal minority probably on the internet, or a vocal part of the internet, focusing on specific aspects. Like, honestly, the movie's not being good, which is a very true and fair assessment. I'm right here. Shut up. But then there's way too many aspects that go into why a movie is good or not.
Honor me with your presence, horseman.
What up, medic?
There are so many stories about you. You have killed 3 of the chosen, taken their hearts. Disturbing. Is that why you have come? To slay the final Tower Guardian?
Yep.
To take my heart?
Yep.
Did Samael tell you how he came to bear his tainted blood? Why his accursed power beats within our breast? It is not the tower that the chosen protect, horsemen. Our charge is to prevent Samael's return at any cost. You may kill me and return to Samael with my heart, but in him, you will face a threat greater than all the chosen combined.
I did not come for your counsel, Spider, or your stories.
My children will dance to the music of your screams.
No, thank you. Because, well, the movies aren't the best story-wise. Andrew as Spider-Man was the best part because of the interpretation. Yes! Oh my gosh. His Spider-Man, his Peter Parker. So, that for me was the main bit. Was he did a phenomenal Peter Parker. I think he did a very good job of portraying like the awkwardness, especially as Peter, but then being able to bring on a bit more wit and charm and whatever you want to call it.
To find a way to get close to her.
Why? Looks like I'm damaging her, am I not? This looks like I'm doing damage. Ow. I figure you're supposed to be using the chain grapple, but this looks like it's doing damage to her. Elephant Man? Am I not hitting the dodge button? What's happening here? It's a film? Oh, okay. I thought that might have been the case. I just hit the heel. This fight's just annoying. And loud. What is up? Why is my timing just so bad? I'm doing it, alright? You need to find a way to shut up. You ever think of that? Hold, please. Okay, carry on. You're the one flashing around all over the goddamn place. I would like to just fight you. What was that? What is this? I don't get it. I just need to survive 2 rounds of that or something. Once again, I healed game. Saw the effect going on around my body. Oh my gosh. I hate that voice line. You're the one flying all over the place. There's no reason, like... Ow, okay, that one hit me. And then you do it again. Even if I latch onto one of these, what does that get me? I can't jump off of it and target you. So I have just to wait for 2 of those. Grapple the things and then grapple to her? It wouldn't let me before. I tried to do that. Worked that time. There we go. Jeez. Not gonna lie.
Samael will be waiting for the last heart. You think he's going to let you live long enough to collect on your end?
That fight kind of sucked. Not the best of fights there. Lifestone. In my professional opinion. Going up? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that for me, the boss fights are really the draw of this. As much. One more chest. I think I'd prefer all of the different enemy fights, the different arenas and rooms and such. Love war. No, I don't want to do this. I want to go back into the... Don't take me here. It's not where I want to go. There's a chest left, and I want to get that. War as a character, I think he's interesting. Oh, this is where I started, huh? Is it? Oh, no. Okay, that's right. Because, is it not? Okay. When we entered, we got Mr. Frodo'd. Now I remember. That's got already. Okay. I'm very curious. Green Mile was the other one? I didn't really, like, feel it as much with the Green Mile. Like, I didn't feel it myself. I got the emotional impact and I felt that, but it didn't grab me as much as it should have, I don't think. Or as certainly not as much as it did others. What's the easiest way to just get back over there? Is it here? Love me such a bad. He is really cool. He's got a definite amount of the 2000s, 2010s edgy pro-tag character vibe for sure. But he's a pretty solid character, I will agree to that. I'm looking forward to, hopefully I don't have as much issue with the sequels. I don't know why I'm having this level of difficulty with all of these games. I went through so many forums to try and figure out what's going on with this stuttering and such. None of it seems to have really helped or fixed very much. Am I going the right way? Where am I going? In here? I'm losing myself. Oh, there's a door over here, okay. Is this where I'm thinking I need to go? This is literally where I just came from. It's been a day for me, Matic. brain is not braining right. Should I have probably just taken the day off like I had originally planned to? Probably, it would seem. But here we are. Okay, so it's in here. And then over there. Where over here? Who's to say? It's on the other side of this. How do I get there? Who knows? I don't, that's for sure. Let go. Have that brain. It's, yeah. I'm feeling it. Mr. Krabs. There we go. Rage. Cool. Be nice if there was like an achievement or something of like, hey, you got all of the chests in this zone. Good job. Way to go. There's also, I haven't found a Fulgrim location. Which don't make no sense. Oh, there was a bridge here before, wasn't there? Leap of faith. Nice. Oh. Jeebus Creebus. That was nuts. I'm at 7 Abyssal Armor. So I'm pretty dang close to finishing that there out. And I got a bunch of skills and such. So that I should be able to probably head back to some of the older areas and finish them off. But now that I got that chest, I need to make my way all the way back to the boss area. Groan. Oh, it's just right here, though. Okay. That's not as bad as it could have been. Oof. Why can't I bring Ruin out? Has Ruin got something against spiders? That's a racist, Ruin. Oh, we gotta go through this again. Huzzah! Wee! 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 Can you imagine War just going wee every time that he swings at one of those? Wee. I don't see the point in all this frivolity. Small vid to raise your brain spirits. What you got for us, mystery? I'm not going the right way again. Okay. It's on there? All right. I think Fulgrim has arachnophobia and also... Keep the volume down for this one? What do you mean, mystery? What was that second part? And also what, Matic? Oh, and also Ruin. Ruin also having arachnophobia. It's not going to be something that's like not TOS okay, is it, mystery? Is it like that level of keep the volume down? I hope not.
Hello!
Oh god.
Super Mario on the PS4! Hello! It's me, Super Luigi on the Xbox One!
I hate this crunchy audio stuff. It is like one of my least favorite. Ugh. Oh god.
It's me, Yoshi, on your PC.
I'm glad you told me to keep the volume down. Oh god. It's gonna do it again at the end. That's what these all do. It just explodes at the end. Okay. Jeez. That was like super early Xbox Live PTSD stuff there. Ugh.
Brains of this outfit?
No, you're the annoying voice. Oh, you know what we need, Ruin? You know what we need? Nope, nope, not this channel. There we go. Allegedly on Steam. Here we go. Yeah, the watcher doesn't like to stop talking, for sure. Which I feel like I should be more respectful of, because Mark Hamill. But at the same time, watch her shut up. Does it work so good? Yeah. It's because we're horse riding. They need to add Ruin into Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. It just fits so well. Just makes sense. Oops. If we don't get stuck in a wall, that is. Darksiders collab with Uma Musume. Pretty Derby Darksiders. There you are. I can't reach that, can I? Hope we've worth your horse-riding brain. Is that even what I need here? That's just fire. Is it a... That's not a... Can I not get this yet? $15 views on the first clip? Nice. It's because of your good clipping skills there, Mystery. Clip Master Mystery over here. Oh, there's my crosshair. The majority of my clips at this point are just going to be Uma Musume Darksiders collab stuff. You gotta view it. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Where is my clips channel? Horse rot with war. Let's see here. Gonna be a good way. Can't full screen this or anything, can I? Oh well, we'll just go here. This'll work. Thanks for the follow, Matic. I appreciate it. I didn't realize how stupid I look hunched over like that. That's great. That's perfect. That's amazing. Wrong button. Love it. I feel like I can't get this yet with my, like, I don't know what else I need, but just for that clip moment. Thanks, Matic. I should use that that vertical bit and make it look like I'm more riding on Ruin myself. I don't... Maybe? I don't know how much I'll actually get into the gacha. I know it's popping off real hard right now on Twitch in the Western audience now that it's here. A buddy of mine, like, was adamant that he was not going to get sucked in like that. And was just doing a stream just to mess around with it and see, like, what it was kind of deal. And now he's, like, got it on his phone. He's doing his daily races and everything, making sure that he gets all the upgrades. Maybe we can do a stream at some point. We got channel points now too, so we can bet on who might win. 86.8K followers for that game. Yeah. I really only use Stone Skin now. Barrier, Swelling Flame. I think I'm gonna get Affliction. Collect all the Wrath powers. Nice. Oh. Because I don't use Immolation. So maybe I'll use Affliction a little bit more. I'll do this and this. Yeah, I'll max out that. I don't use it as much as the gun anymore, but just kind of unlocking a good number of the skills at this point, I think. Got all of those. Enter X. Is that not the one that I already have? Sure. Shush. Genshin is like, yeah, Genshin is a whole different beast. And the fact that that has died down at this point, too, is also wild. Not the crossroads. We want to go to Scalding Gallow. Although, if I go to the crossroads, there's probably a bunch of stuff there that I can get now. So I might actually do that. I might just go head over there. Can I... Is there stuff here? Well, it's the... Like those new gacha, people want their dope. Yes, yeah, it's the new hotness right now, so everyone's kind of going after it specifically.
How in the nine hells did I end up shackled to you?
It seemed like you wanted it for a while. So yeah, it's the hotness right now, which a lot of people are going to be drawn to, and then they'll do like more people are streaming it, which will bring more attention to it. There's a number of factors that are going for it. It has a anime tie-in already, so people can kind of... I'm sure that anime tie-ins massively help the market a bunch. because they can add to their lore with their waifu of what they like hearing. I look away at the worst times during this fight. Right as he's about to swing and hit me. It's like, you know what? This is the perfect time to not be paying attention, isn't it? Ruin. There we go. Let's see if there's anything back this way. I'm gonna do a bit of backtracking right now. See what kind of stuff I missed here. Like that right up there. What was the plan there, champ? Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I need. Now I just need to figure out a way to grab onto it. That's going to be the challenge. And here I thought we'd be finishing this up today. What? Not that I'm upset. I'm definitely enjoying this game. It's a good one. I like it. Huh. Okay, I thought there was going to be... Oh, there it is. There we go. War? You know, I'm surprised there's not like a Darksiders gotcha. Who wouldn't want to be pulling their favorite anime waifu War? It's Maddox's favorite. I got one right there. Auto magically in. Oh, you had it. Only gotcha I would play is Utaware Rumino Lost Flag, if it got a Western release. And what is it about Utaware Rumino Lost Flag that would get you to play it over other ones? The story? Do you feel like there would be an apt representation of the story in a gacha version? You think that would do it enough justice for you? Where are we? Crossroads. Okay, good. This is where I wanted to go. Perfect. Excellent. Because the main series was great, and it's more Utawara, so I wouldn't mind. Gotcha, gotcha. Yes, I would play that type of game to get my lovely waifu War. Yes, the War waifu. We all know it's what we're really here for. Who hasn't joined this stream or played this game strictly for the waifu? Oh, hold on a second, guys. I remembered that I bought this skill because I wanted it to replace this specifically, so I need to actually do that. They could have a lovely, like, summer-themed event with Darksiders too, and you could get, like, death in Death's Swimsuit Edition, and then you could get the SSR of the Watcher here, just following you around. Wouldn't that be great? You get the winter sets, where they all have Santa hats. Other fun such attire. What would I want as a gotcha? Just know some ruin humanoid action. Yes. Well, we're already getting the Darksiders X Uma Musume crossover, so we're going to get Ruin Horse Girl eventually, obviously. Death in a swimsuit with no body. Perfect. We're printing money over here. It's exactly what everyone needs in their life. My immediate thought for what I would want as a gacha was Digimon, but I don't know if that's really what I would want, and that's already kind of how a lot of their games work. And they have a TCG, which is effectively the same thing. So it's not like it's really changing up the formula too much to try and do something like that there. Farewell for now. So I'm trying to think, and I don't know what it is that would... I don't have any immediate thoughts of get off the horse. Of what it is that would immediately be like, hey, this IP is the thing that I want in order to get sucked into a gacha immediately. So I was thinking of things like Ys, and that doesn't seem like it would lend itself to a gacha format as what, like, very well, for me at least. So that's how I need to get there, but how do I get... Oh? Did we find something? Like, they could do... What's the thing? We were literally just talking about it. Genshin Impact. They could do a Genshin-style thing for Ys. But I don't know that would... That might get me interested. That might honestly get me interested. Falcom already has gacha and it wasn't huge. Yeah, like, here he is! Hi. Oh. That's rough, buddy. Oh. Oh. This was a good upgrade. I like that one. I think one of the elements that's making Uma Musume pop off so hard right now, too, is the race aspect of it. It's casual enough to get a bunch more people invested and interested, like, just right away. There's not that much upfront cost to be like, yes, I understand that I want my horse girl to go faster than the other horse girls. So in that regard, it doesn't take as much to do, like, the initial understanding of the game loop. You just... Hellfire. Ooh, that's exciting. So that lends itself pretty easily. And then you have anime waifus, which draws in a whole other crowd and some of the similar crowd, I imagine, too. And then there's the aspects, various aspects for the more in-depth crowd of the career mode and like maximizing your stats and doing the best performances in that realm also. Problem with gacha is that you play for a while and then it gets repetitive. Apart from daily stuff and new characters, nothing is there to really delve into. The majority of gacha, yes, I would agree with that. However, the thing that, like Warframe, kind of similarly is a gacha game. It has a lot of the same aspects and elements of a gacha game. You roll to try and get the good stats. You have time-limited events. You have time-limited resources that you can utilize in order to increase your stats, and you have your particular character or model that you want to perform well, that you have your favorite of. Yes, so that's the thing, is that it is a example of how you do a gacha very well, because it has all of those elements, but there are regular enough updates and increases in content and additions to content and story elements and lore and world building that it can keep going in that same world, in the same world of gacha, and still be competitive as a gacha game. It also doesn't really present itself the same way as a gacha, so it has that going for it too. And something like, so Uma Musume right now, as the popular example at the moment, it doesn't have a lot of that going for it, because at the end of the day, it's really just horse racing. So that one will run out of its interest and intrigue in its game loop a lot quicker. Because even if they add content of new horse girls, what really can you add for more content to it be more interesting? Yeah, just a waifu collector by the end. So I know they have different outfits that you can collect, and there's a couple different like ending songs for when you win a race or a tournament. So there are different things that they can add, and they can just kind of exponentially add that into the game. You can add a whole bunch of more outfits. You can get more waifus. You can do whatever else. But at the end of the day, it's still just going to be the end product of the content is just racing. I don't really see them doing too much as like a... What am I looking for here? Like DDR kind of concert thing that you have to perform in, and then that's going to be a completely different way that you participate with your waifu horse girls, etc. Whereas something like Genshin, from my understanding of it, you can add new realms, new content, new raids, new like fights and stuff like of that that caliber, which will add to the content and eventual longevity, so that there is more to do. Is this a later area or something that I'm going to be coming back to? Because there's nothing I can do here right now. I don't know how I can get up there. And then also, I just saw that there's another chest way up there that I'll need a way to get on top of getting to this chest alone. What else is there? Drown Pass, Anvil's Ford. You know what? I'm gonna pull up that guide for the armor pieces. Let's just see if there's any else that I can grab right now. Action question, yeah. There's a Yakuza gang. Who's that a horse game? Like they basically own one of the horses or something? Uma Musume has been heavily marketed like everywhere. Not to mention the free marketing that you get from a bunch of Twitch streamers playing it. Pull this up so that we're not just staring at the... got this one. Got this one. I really like that Uma Musume, like all of the horses are based off of real life horses. That is a very fun, interesting like thing to me. I think that's really cool that they do that. Got this one. Next one you will, while playing the game. Okay. Yeah, I got that one. This is the one that I just got, I think. Yeah. Oh. Hold the phone. Uh-oh, we have to go back. I should have checked this before I left this area. Because this one sucks to get back to. Okay, so that's getting into spoilery territory. But I want to go back and get that before... was it the Ashlands? Oh, wow. Well, Trixie there, you didn't fully create the bridge for me. In the same sense, like the Pokemon Pocket TCG app game thing, that is... I think that would fall under the realm of, or the umbrella of the gacha such stuff. But that's one that I regularly participate in. I haven't spent a single penny in it. But that's also effectively just a TCG. Where is that? That's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, gosh. Ruin falling through the floor there scared the bejeebus out of me. Excellent. Yakuza, they liked playing the game. What if they found someone does NSFW on the horse ladies? They're gonna track down the artist? Wow. That's interesting. That's always, like, interesting to me when some very unexpected crossovers like that happen with different groups. Like, there was also the creator of... Do you guys mind? When the creator for Dragon Ball died, there was a bunch of groups, like similar Yakuza groups and such, that they basically held a ceasefire, or was it like Mexican cartels? It was something like that. But they just really appreciated his work, and a lot of them were just that into Dragon Ball and stuff, that became, like, as a sign of respect, they had a ceasefire against all of their rival members and such in honor to, like, for his passing, to be like, hey, we're not gonna do anything right now because we just gotta process this, or we gotta honor him. Just another one of those weird kind of, you don't expect a mashup in that kind of sense situations. For wrath and ruin. Yeah. It just goes to show, in my opinion, my thought process, the way that I kind of internalize, I guess, or I don't know exactly what wording I'm trying to use for this here, but it's just gaming and nerd culture and a bunch of things like that have done so much good internationally, across the board. Like, it has transcended so many different aspects of life, and it crosses language barriers. I met a bunch of really good friends throughout my college experience, my time in university, because of video games. Where I just, like, one of my friends, I remember sitting behind him in class one day, and he had an Assassin's Creed background on his laptop while we were just in class, and I just took note of it one day. I was like, oh dude, hey, I like your background. And that led us to being great friends throughout our entire undergraduate career. Not to mention all of the wonderful, absolutely incredible groups of people that put together incredible charities. One of my favorite, one that I watch regularly, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, you definitely will the more you stick around, is Games Done Quick, and how they have 2 major events each year. They have plenty of other events throughout the year, but they have 2 major events each year. And this last one, Summer Games Done Quick, they raised over $2.5 billion for Doctors Without Borders. And that was just, like, the people putting on this charity event that is completely, like, not for profit, strictly for the charity and everything. And they do it because they want to help see the world be a better place. And then you have people, like, even if they're not directly responsible for hosting the event or for volunteering or whatever else, there's so many people that will put together art or commission art or whatever else it might be, where they're just like, hey, this is the way that I can contribute, and I'm going to sell this, and I'm recouping my own costs or whatever I need to do here. But at the same time, I'm doing this to promote this charity or this other artist or my friend that needs to get this surgery or whatever else. And I'm just, more than any other community that I've seen, and I've been involved pretty heavily in different like sporting communities, different like all sorts of different media, like radio, visual media, like movies and TVs and stuff like that. More than any other group, I have not seen a group that is so dedicated and passionate about giving back to other people more than gaming and nerds. That I am very proud and very happy to be a member of this community, and very happy and proud of everything that we've been able to accomplish as fellow nerds. And it's really cool, especially for someone like me. Sorry, I'm going to be on a little bit of a soapbox here for a second before we get into this cutscene. But growing up for me was a bunch of like, stop wasting your time on the computer, stop wasting your time on that Nintendo, even though I was playing on a PlayStation, or stop staring at the TV, stop looking at like those silly cartoons, they're just for kids or whatever else. And being made fun of by, even though I was also on the football team, being not wanting to talk to my friends on the football team about like anime or about video games, because it was an awful thing to do. It was like you were a subhuman because you were like this nerd, this outcast, this thing that people didn't want to get involved with. And now, being the kind of global, from my perspective, flip and shift of that mentality about video games, about anime, and people being more likely and more willing to accept the good and the positive and the depth that all of these different genres and forms of media have. And on top of that, all of the wonderful talent and support and generosity that comes from all of these different avenues that are specifically nerd-centric and focused, and the different branches and areas that it kind of engulfs and encompasses, is something that makes me even more happy and proud to be a part of this community and be a nerd in general. And seeing how far everyone has pushed to become better than we ever like could have become or were thought of previously. Yeah, it's also a way to reconnect us as humans. And literally right now, I am in the United States near the West Coast in the Mountain Time Zone, and there's people from all over the world that come in and just chat and hang out and have a good time, just doing whatever, while we're just communicating and being friendly towards each other and bonding over this game or other games or just games in general, and being able to like laugh and bring all of our spirits up in a variety of ways is so cool. And like I was saying before, it transcends any sort of language barrier of, you're able to, at the very least, hopefully on my face, see the level of passion and enjoyment that I'm getting out of a game like this. And then for people that have their own personal connection to this game, they can come in and see that and then engage. And even if I'm not being the most coherent in English, my native language, which is not uncommon, especially on a brain day like this, but even if English isn't your first language, or you don't understand it as quickly, or I'm speaking too fast, or whatever it might be, you're still able to connect with the same kind of enthusiasm that I'm experiencing towards a game that you also probably had some sort of connection with. And if you didn't have an immediate connection or a previous connection with this particular game, you might develop one. Because you're still able to engage with and enjoy the content that is here. And it's very, very cool and very special. And it's very awesome to be more and more a part of that as I'm growing as a streamer, as I'm getting more involved in gaming and game development and games and stuff. And yeah. Thank you for listening to my impromptu ramblings about how awesome you all are. How awesome we all are. Now let's go talk to a demon.
I was beginning to worry you might not live up to your end of the bargain. Give it to me.
You lied to me about the Chosen. They never guarded the tower.
What does it matter? Our deal wasn't for ancient history. I promised you the tower, and you shall have it. Did it amuse you to deny me what's rightfully mine? With my powers restored, I am like unto a god. I can suck the marrow from your bones before you drew another breath. I could, but I too have a code by which I do business. Besides, say what you will about balance and your ridiculous law. I recognize a quest for revenge when I see one, and revenge I respect. As for the details of my resignation, well, I do not approve of the company my master keeps.
Why did you challenge the Destroyer, Samael?
See your journey to its end, horseman. You will understand soon enough.
You trust him? Who knows where in the Nine Hells this portal will take us?
We will meet again.
Yeah, Samael is a really cool character. He's really interesting. It's just a really powerful voice and performance. And then also just, like, a very good representation of your classic evil demon kind of character. Who is, like you said, is just going to be a liar and manipulative. Watcher. Yeah, good old Watcher. But yeah, Samael is like very good at being that character, especially in like making these deals that you kind of have to accept. But he'll keep his end of the bargain and give you what you want, but at the same time, you're not exactly going to like it probably. And it's going to be done in a way that isn't quite ideal or doesn't work out the best for you or in the way that you exactly want it to. Well. Okay. I see. I see what this is. But also, I see what time it is. And I think this might be a good place to call it. A little tease. Little teases. I truly thought, based off of what people were saying on the last stream, I thought that we were going to get to the end of it. I definitely have gone a little extra route and done a number of extra things, and then we had a few different kind of side tangents that took us off gameplay for a little bit, so it kind of makes sense. But we will continue more Darksiders on Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. CEST start time. As per usual, more Darksiders. And we will probably be seeing the ending? Maybe? Question mark? We'll see. But I'm really enjoying this. And Sunday, come on down to the stream. Twitch.tv/Mastiff, MASTYFF. Yeah. Come in your Sunday best. I'll be wearing shorts and a t-shirt, a graphic tee similar to this one, probably. But yeah. Thank you to any and everyone who stopped by the stream today, whether you were here for just a little bit or hanging out with us the whole time, whether you were lurking or stopped by to chat. I very much appreciate you spending any amount of your day here. Also, thank you very much for listening to my little rant and my little tangents and all of that, because it was really cool, I think, to have these different kinds of discussions today, and I really appreciate people coming in, talking about it, sharing their thoughts and their feelings and their inputs and insights. It was very, very cool. And I appreciate you all coming by and being part of that, because that is one of the main reasons that I ever started streaming in the first place, was to connect with people wherever they may be in ways just like this over a shared love of video games. So thank you. I appreciate you sharing your time and your passion with me so that I can share mine with you as well. I have nothing more to say right now, I don't think. So thank you again very much, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.